So UFC Freedom 250, aka UFC the White House card, has officially announced the entire card. And look at all these names, bro. Wow, look at this. Diego Lopez is coming back against Steve Garcia, bro. And of course, you got Bo Nickel, bro. Who doesn't love Bo Nickel, bro? Against Kyle Dawkins. So, like, when was the last time I've seen this dude fight? The last time I've seen this dude fight is when he headbutted Kevin Holland, and it was a no contest. That was the last time I saw Kyle Dawkins. Oh, we got Mauricio Rufy and Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is returning on the White House card against Mauricio Rufy. Oh, and of course you got Sean O'Malley against Eamon Zahavi, bro. Man, who would have thought? Who would have thought? And of course you got Gon versus Pereira, and of course you got Taporia versus Gaethje. Wow, what a great card, man. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna be for real with you guys. This card's kind of average. All right. So let me say this, right? So we knew that Taporia versus Gaethje and Pereira versus Gon was like in talks to be on the card. Like we knew we were gonna get these fights. Like those two fights, I'm excited for. And the fact that it's Taporia and Pereira headlining the two main fights is awesome, bro. Because Taporia and Pereira are clearly, without a doubt, the two biggest stars in the UFC. They are the biggest names in the sport right now. So I am not complaining about Taporia versus Pereira. That I'm excited for. All right. We knew Taporia was going to fight Gaethje. We knew that Pereira was either going to fight Jones or Gon. With Gon specifically for interim heavyweight championship, we knew Pereira was going to move up, and it was only a matter of time. We know that Tom Aspinall was going to be out for a minute. So the UFC, like Pereira, like we knew that the UFC was trying to make Pereira fight someone at make a fight for Pereira at heavyweight, and it was either Gon or Jones. But I mean, like with Jones, like I mean, come on, man, really, after everything that happened, you really think he was gonna be on the card? Like, let's be for real here. All right, but Pereira versus Gon, that's an exciting fight. Like, that's actually an extremely good match, especially the fact that you know, like these two main fights are just it's going to be a pure striking masterclass. We know that's going to happen. So and we know that when it comes to Taporia and Pereira, we're going to get fireworks. So those two fights I'm excited for. All right, we knew these fights were going to be made. It was only a matter of time before they announced it, right? Okay, now let me get to the fights that I'm not really that excited for, and or just I don't understand these fights. Some of these fights, man. Okay, Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Okay, I'm glad Diego Lopez is on the card. All right, fantastic choice to have him on the card. Steve Garcia, really, really, like Steve Garcia, like you couldn't get like bro, like are we ever gonna get Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez? Or is Yair Rodriguez waiting for a title shot? Which if he is, I'm not surprised. I mean, but dude, it's like he freaking called out Diego Lopez during that press conference in Miami, and after that, it's like he's pretending like Diego Lopez doesn't exist, dude. Like, really? Like either Diego Lopez versus somebody else that's ranked. Like I don't see I don't like Steve Garcia. Like you're really gonna waste a Diego Lopez being on the main card uh in a very special event against Steve Garcia? Really? Like I just I look, we're not even I have a lot to say, but having an exciting fighter as Diego Lopez, on the card in a very, very, in a once in a lifetime event, in a very special card. You're gonna have him fight Steve Garcia? Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, what? What? What is this, man? And you know what? Let's talk about Bo Nickel. Okay, Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. I had a feeling Bo Nickel was going to be on the card. I had a strong feeling, and the fact that, oh my gosh, man, bro, this is the exact same exact same issue I had with him being on UFC 300 and him opening some of these other UFC cards. Like, why is he over Diego Lopez? Like, why? And Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins, bro. Like, what? What? Like, again, I had a feeling Bo Nickel was gonna be on the card because I know Trump likes him and Bo likes Trump, but like, bro, what? Come on, bro. Really, Kyle Dawkins? What the hell, man? Like, Bo Nickel being on the card, like, even though it's like I don't think he really deserves it that much. But having him fight Kyle Dawkins, like, come on, man. Like, you could have done better. Like, what the hell? It's like I don't understand, bro. I'm not even like, oh, oh my gosh, dude. Okay, look, the fact that Bo Nickel's on the card, I'll let it slide, even though like it doesn't make sense. Because again, Bo, he's an all-American wrestler, and he's a Trump supporter, and blah blah blah, right? Trump likes him, cool. But what, Kyle Dawkins? This makes no sense, dude. What the hell is Kyle Dawkins gonna do? And what? Okay, okay, all right. You know what? Dude, I don't understand this. Like, when okay, let me move on. Mauricio Rufy versus Michael Chandler. Okay, so we knew there was talks of Rufy and Chandler fighting, and maybe they will be fighting on the White House card. Like, we thought, like, and there was talks of Conor McGregor fighting, of course, Michael Chandler, and hell, there was talks of Conor McGregor fighting Mauricio Rufy. Like, those two fights are actually interesting, right? Like, even with the Chandler stuff, even though like Chandler should just let that go at this point, like, it would have been like yeah, I mean, Conor McGregor being on the card would have, like, obviously would have elevated the card, but Mauricio Rufy, again, like Diego Lopez, I'm glad he's on the card. I'm really glad he's on the card. Him versus Michael Chandler, though. I mean, I'm not mad at it. And again, Michael Chandler being on the card makes sense, right? And it would have made more sense if Chandler fought McGregor. But guys, let's be for real here. He's not gonna fight again. All right, he's not fighting. He said it so many times. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight. Like, it's like with the Jones situation. It's like, bro, at this point, bro, just let this go, man. Let this go. And if McGregor does fight again, I'll be super surprised. I will be very surprised. But honestly, if he was gonna come back, I would have thought they would actually have him on the White House card against Chandler. But again, you know what? I'm not even surprised about that. But Rufy versus Chandler it's an exciting fight. I don't understand why you would put Rufy versus Chandler, because Chandler obviously, he's on a freaking losing skid. Ain't no way this dude is, like, I'm sorry, like, Chandler. Okay, I get it. Chandler, he's an American. He's all hype. When it comes to the United States, he's a proud American patriot. I get it. Like, I get it. But Rufy versus Chandler is like, I don't know, man. I feel like Rufy's gonna I again, it's not a bad fight. It's just that Rufy versus Chandler is like, you could have picked Rufy against, I don't know, I don't even know, dude. Rufy versus I would say Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker literally like he just fought recently, and that was a short notice fight against it wasn't, well, it wasn't short notice, but it was a quick turnaround after he lost to Armin. But I don't know, man. Like Rufy versus Chandler, I don't know, man. Like hell, actually, Chandler versus Hooker would have made more sense if it was a rematch. But Rufy like fighting Chandler, like come on, man, give him a better like fight. Give him a better fighter than Chandler. Honestly, Chandler is not really. Uh, I mean, again, I'm not saying the fight's gonna suck, but Rufy deserved a better opponent. If I'm being honest, Chandler is just not impressive. He's just not. I'm sorry, he's just not. I make sense that he would be on the card, but Rufy, I mean, like, Rufy deserved better, man. Honestly, if I'm being honest, Rufy deserved better. And now we got O'Malley versus Zahabi. Again, like Rufy and Lopez. I'm glad O'Malley's on the card. Like, that makes sense. Like, that makes sense. Like, some of these guys on the card make sense. But the matchups are so freaking mid. Like, O'Malley versus Zahabi? What? Like, you couldn't make O'Malley versus Sandhagen? You couldn't make that fight? You couldn't make that fight? Really? I would have accepted it if it was O'Malley versus Jan. That way you could have two title fights. That would have made sense. I would have let that slide, right? Even though O'Malley getting the title shot doesn't make sense, like, I would have let that slide. Like, you would have had 3 title fights. And it's O'Malley versus Jan. It's a rematch. We all remember the first fight. Like, that would be fireworks. But O'Malley versus Zahabi? What the hell are we doing, man? O'Malley versus Zahabi. Really? And again, like with the Lopez versus Garcia, I get the UFC are trying to give them winnable fights to look good in front of, the crowd and at the White House, but bro, these matchups, what are these matchups? Makes no sense, man. O'Malley versus Zahabi, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. You could have given us O'Malley versus Sandhagen. You could have given us O'Malley versus Jan. Those 2 fights would have been badass. Like, we know O'Malley is gonna have a striking masterclass against Zahabi, and we all know Lopez is gonna have a freaking dominate Garcia. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing with these matchups, man? Like, this is a once in a lifetime card, and you give us these top dudes against these some of these nobodies that nobody cares about. Like, where are the big names, dude? Like, come on. Oh, Lopez versus Rodriguez. Like, O'Malley versus Sandhagen. I don't know. Like, just a Bonego versus somebody. Like, what the hell are these matchups, bro? What is this? Like, I don't understand. Like, when I saw this live, I was like I was dying inside. Like, I want to laugh, honestly, because they hyped this card up so much. It kind of feels like the UFC 300, like when they were leading up to UFC 300, they were announcing the matchups here and there. And of course, the matchups, like, they were like, bro, what? Is this really UFC 300 worthy? Now, of course, the card was awesome. It was actually the best card of the year. But this is just like, and again, like, some of these dudes on here make sense, but the people that they're fighting is just feels so off. So, oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna be straight with you. Like, they hyped this up way too much. Like, there was all these talks, like, of who was gonna be on the card. Hell, dude, I would have accepted, like, if they put Colby versus Patty on the card, that fight wouldn't make sense. But it's an exciting matchup, and the buildup would be insane. Like, Like Patty versus Kobe, like those two fighting each other makes no sense. But those two have beef with each other. Like they want to fight each other, and they're both trash talkers. Like why not have them on this card? That would have made sense. But no, uh, we have to settle with Lopez versus Garcia, Nickel versus Dawkins, O'Malley versus Ahabi, Rufy versus Chandler. Again, that fight might be fun. I'm not even denying that, but it's the fact that these dudes with they're fighting dudes who just like the names of the names of the big names of these cards are fighting dudes who just don't really deserve it. That's the part that's bothering me. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like why is Steve Garcia on the card? Why is Eamon Zahabi on the card? This makes no sense. The matchups have been abysmal. Honestly, dude. This they hyped this up so much only for us to get this. Like when I saw like the tease for the announcement, we knew we got Taporia and Pereira. Like we knew we were gonna get those two, and Taporia versus Pereira being on headlining the two main fights are perfect. It's badass. Like we were expecting those two to fight on the card. I'm not mad about that. I'm excited for those two fights. But everything else, just like what the hell is this? Now, I know there was I heard there was supposed to be 7 fights on the card, and one of the fights fell out. I'm curious to know what it was. Maybe it was Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes, and honestly, if that's the case, honestly, I'm not mad about that. But honestly, man, like this card is like again, besides the 2 main fights, everything else is just like it's just like what? It's just what is this? Like what the hell? Like what are these matchups? Honestly, man, like honestly, I'm still gonna watch the fight. I'm obviously gonna watch it without a doubt. But the fact that it's on June 14th and not on the 4th of July, which is literally on a Saturday, like this is supposed to be like this. You could have had it on July the 4th, but it's in June 14th. And by the way, it's because it's Trump's birthday. You couldn't have it on the 4th of July on a Saturday. Really? You couldn't have done that? What? And I know it's because, Dana and Trump, they're buddies, they're cool. I guarantee you that Trump wanted to be on his birthday, not on July the 4th, which is just. But whatever. I'm excited, but I expected more.